Hello, hello. Sorry, I had a little hiccup there because I was recording this afternoon and changed my computer settings. And I can just see that my camera is flashing at me with a low battery, so it's probably going to go flat. I should have recharged it after I finish, but it's all right. I'll just switch to the lesser quality laptop one. But hello, hi Sue, hi Terry, hi Janine, hi Cheryl. It's always something, isn't there? Hi Catherine, hi Liz, hi Fiona, not at work maybe, or watching everyone, maybe you're watching at work. Up on your bed, buddy. Up on your bed. I'm going to shut the door. There you go. Hi Sharon, hi Joe, hi Carleen, hi Diane, hi Jane. Chris, hello. Karen, hello. Wait for a few more to come on. Hello to Mum if she's remembered. Hi Tony, Vera, Dell from Perth. Vera, yes, hello. No work tonight. Hi Maureen. Hi Andrew. Back in the dark bedroom hiding. Lock the door. Hi Sharon. Marilyn, Anne. Denise. Thanks, Catherine. We're going to have a little bit of show and tell tonight. Hi Nita. Even though you can't really see it very well, can you? I'm looking for someone to come and rebuild my studio so I can get everything set up better so we can have more space and you can see more quilts behind me. Hi Marg, hi Naomi. It's really hard to get someone though that can just get it all right for you. Tell you what to buy, get it all right, put it all together, get it working. I've had experts twice now that have been a waste of money. Hi Gidget, hi Karen, Julie, Marilyn, Peter, hello. 5 night shift starting Friday night. Oh, lucky you. Lucky you. Just think of the overtime penalties. There must be some positives in it. Okay, so gin tonight. Now, gin tonight is Gardeners Bay Examius gin. I think I have had it before. It's just like a London gin, like a nice gin. It says today's rain is tomorrow's gin. Our gin is handcrafted in small batches using the finest purified filtered rainwater from our Gardeners Bay property. Yeah, so this is just like their plain, not fruity, not flavoured with anything. Examius is an adjective and it means rare, distinguished, set apart. There you go. Hi Vicky, hi Cindy. Finished just in time for retreat. Finish this in time for retreat? Oh no, you're talking about Fiona will finish her night shift. Which retreat are you going on now? It's not another Scooters one. Where are you off to, you girls? Ooh. Sneaky retreat. So I've just got it with soda and a little bit dash of lime. I didn't have fresh lime. Hi Judy. But my lime tree, apart from being blown over in the winds today, hopefully it survived, is very healthy and I've got lots of new little limes coming on it. Hi Laurel. But I did hear on ABC Gardening Talkback a couple of weeks ago, he's talking about lime trees and in pots. And I need to put mine in a bigger pot. So he said it should be in at least a wine barrel sized pot. So I need to find a bigger pot. Oh, wow. Tweed Heads Coolangatta. Nice. Hi, Rhonda. Hi, Judy. Is it just like a private retreat or is someone putting it on? It sounds very nice. Escaping the cold. Oh, Squilters. Oh, Squilters. Is it like an extra one, though? It's not the annual one, is it? Hi, Janie. Well done. Well done. Okay. So I haven't got. I know I say this every week. Oh gosh. It's all right. Hop on your bed. It's just the bins going out on your bed. Hi Pamela. Welcome. Well done. So I know I say every week I've got not much to show you, but I haven't got much to show you because I have been filming videos all afternoon for my classes in Houston. So I didn't put anything to demo, but because I've been filming classes, I've got lots of show and tell. So I thought, well, if nothing else, I can just inspire you with some show and tell. Hi, Ellie. Yes, Bentley. Shh. Hop on your bed. Quick. On your bed. Good boy. Hi, Nancy. Now Joe's back. Not 100%, but Joe's back at work. So I think everyone who ordered books last week, I think the invoices are gone and they've all shipped. You have... Read my mind, Liz. Okay, you haven't? All right. So I know I signed them all a couple of days ago. I thought I was seeing invoices going out. All right, Liz. Joe's possibly watching. If not, she might see this and find yours to send tomorrow, or she might have sent it through the Facebook messages, wherever this message was or something. Oh, good girl, Susan. Obviously still working. Good. Working and watching. See, you can do two things at once. Okay, so Joe will follow that up, but I thought she'd done the most. I'm pretty sure I signed one to Liz, so I think you were on the list. But there was quite a few to go out last week, and all the stands, so they all went. I think I'm pretty sure all the stands went. Okay, so as I said, just a bit of show and tell tonight. A few things to show you, but not a lot. First of all, I'm going to show you Anne dropped her next Mayo Road stitchery version block of the month row in today. I can't show you my finished quilt because that's gone off to the exhibition, but this is Anne's stitchery version. The last charm pack. You should have got an email that had a link to a page to go and order anything else you wanted. But if you've already chosen your charm pack, that would have been on that link. So it would have been the same one. Or you might have just got charged for it, and then you need to find the page to order what you want. All right. Message Jo, and she can give you the direct link if you didn't get the email, Fiona. So this is Anne's stitchery version, row 2. So I will switch to the overhead. Am I on? Yeah, so let's switch to the overhead so I can show you. Oh, we're in a little bit close, but that's all right. You can see it. So she's still done a little bit of applique. Let's zoom out just a little bit. This would be the second row. This is. Okay, so she's using cottage garden, I think 2 different cottage garden hand-dyed threads in like pinks, and sort of goes pink to darker brown to a light tanny brown, and then still using the tildes in the reds and pinks she's doing hers in. So a little bit of applique, but mostly stitchery because they're quite large motifs just for stitchery, so I guess it didn't have a lot of depth in it, so that adds a little bit more depth. And there's the hexies on the end, and ready to go. So row 2, off and racing. So anyway, thank you, Anne, for sending that in for show and tell, because I'm not stitching this version. I've just finished the applique version, and I'm moving on to something else. So deciding whether we're not continuing with Simply Charm Club next year, but I'm still deciding whether I'm continuing with Stitches Garden, or whether you've all got enough projects that haven't finished and I change it up to something else. Okay, a couple of things to show you. Joe sent me. We've got just 2 of these lovely gift sets left, which are really lovely for gifts for sewing friends. So it's the Class A brand, and it's got like all this embossing. You can see that embossing there you go on the light. So it's very nice on this lovely box. Burgundy bark and burgundy cream have a sore thumb from sewing the hexies together. I know about sore fingers and thumbs, Anne. I don't know if you saw my post a couple of nights ago, my stories, but I finally finished a quilt. Had a big week of very late nights and a lot of pain. Okay, so these little gift box, I've got these gorgeous little sort of black scissors and a tape measure to match in this lovely gift box. So that's a nice gift, for a special gift for yourself or sewing friends, and there's only 2 left of those. They are $34.95, but it's a nice little gift. Got 2 of those. Hi, Caroline. Good morning over there. Hi, Julie. So 2 of those. And then we've just got 3 or 4 of these little sets left. So they're Gutermann. So they've got a little pair of scissors and 4 reels of Gutermann thread. It is polyester thread by the looks of it. Yeah, maybe some are cotton and some are polyester. But that's fine. And they are only $20. So what's it got? 8 reels of sew all thread, 100 meters, 1 pair of scissors. There you go. Anyway, a little gift box is there for $20, so that's a nice little gift box too. And I think there's maybe 4 of those left. So I can put the link in for the black ones, but I haven't got. Oh, where are they? These ones aren't on the website, so just put that in the comments if you want any of those. Show it in stream. I'll just put the link in for that one. Okay, got those to show you. Now we have this tub. Let's switch back. No, where are we? That's to that. I'm going back to this. All right, so we have this tub of punch needle stuff. Now, I used to do punch needle a lot, and I haven't for years. I'll get back into it one day. But we've got this little tub of needles that have sat there for a long time, and these little patterns. So they're little blackbird patterns. They're gorgeous little patterns, and they're actually kits. They've got all the threads in them. So who's done punch needle before? Has anyone done punch needle before? I know it hasn't sort of been popular lately, although there are some young designers coming back into doing punch needle again. It's quite a fun little technique. And as I said, I demonstrated and sold these for years with Punch with Judy. She was Punch with Judy. I think, she started selling punch needles in Australia all over the place. I sold hundreds and hundreds of sets for her. So I'm sure some of you have got a set of punch needles in there somewhere. So anyway, let me switch back to overhead so I can show you. So first of all, we've got these miniature punch needle sets, which just has the little needle in it, so 2 to 3 strands. Actually, it's probably the middle one, number 2. When I was selling them, we did sets. So there were sets of 3, and the largest one could take 6 strands. So these are just single needle sets, but they are the really good metal ones. So they are good ones. Yeah. So, and I'm not sure what it says to have on these. I'm sure it would work. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 punch needles worth $37.50. We're going to make those just $25, which, as I said, the sets when I sold them were at $90, and that was like 15 years ago. So that's good. And then we have all these little kits. So if you just want to have a play and get started, now they're all 27. So we'll make those all 20. So there's blackbirds, and it's got all the threads. So, and it's got the fabric, the nice, good fabric. So you just need a nice hoop. Yeah, punch needle is great for kids because it's really simple for them to do. So blackbirds, apple tree. That's more blackbirds, more apple tree. Maybe we've only got the 2 designs. There we go. We've got blackbirds and we've got apple trees. So if we come up here, so the blackbirds, they're not all black. There's a little heart in there. It's not showing up on the camera. So quite sort of rustic, traditional punch needle, folk arty type colours, nice rich colours, and the apple tree. So $20 each for those. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 apples, and 1, 2, 3, 4 blackbirds if you want those. And 1, 2, 3, $25 for the punch needles, which is very good value to add to your kit. Now, there is no code word tonight, okay? So you're just you're just getting an entry every time you make a comment. Hi, Leanne. So, Liz, you've said blackbirds, please. That means you want one of the blackbirds, Liz. And do you want a punch needle as well? Or are you trying to put in code words? Not quite sure. So, yeah, just confirm that for me, Liz. You would like a punch needle and a blackbirds kit. Just confirm that. But anyone else, and if you're watching on replay, yeah, just put in there exactly what you'd like, and then Joe will send an invoice. They're not on the website. They've just been in the shop, sitting behind the door where no one could see them, and I've kept meaning to demonstrate. And one day I might, how easy punch needle is and how fun it is. You do it from the back, so it actually is quite fun. But I haven't got around to it, so Joe said, take those, something new. We'll get rid of them. Let's see how we go. I've had my gin, Nancy. You missed my gin. It's a Gardiner's Bay Examius gin. Examius gin. There you go. It's very nice. Oh, Joe's here now. Oh, they're not going into the jar? Oh, okay. Let me hang on a minute. What have I done? Settings. Oh, okay. Now you'll have to say hello to me again. All right, that might be right now. Someone test it for me. Okay, someone say hello and we'll see if it goes in now. Let's get rid of that comment. Oh, there we are. I just saw one drop. Okay. All right. All right. So you have to say hello again, or you have to say something really nice to me so you get an entry in there. Okay. Yeah, no, I took the word off the settings, but then I didn't change the actual setting to not needing a word. Okay. All right. There you go. Well picked up. Well picked up. Now, another thing also with the prizes this week, I was cleaning out, trying to get ready for my classes today, finding my class samples and things, and found a whole heap of leftover part kits or promotional packs and that we have at shows that they don't all get used. So it's gone into my waste not, want not bin. So you might find some unusual things in your parcels or your prize things that, you know, I sort of figure they're too good to throw out. They're usable by someone. So yeah, waste not, want not. You get my leftover sample packs and things like that, and see if you can use them and make them into something. All right. So we've got new messages going in. Is it working now? What do I mix with my gin? Tonight I've just got soda and a dash of lime. Tony, I'm going to. We're having some show and tell. And yeah, okay. So you're all saying nice things to me now, so you get your name in the jar. Good, very good, very good. Okay, well, I've got a couple of fabrics to show you. A couple of new fabrics that have come in. So this one, I better put us on overhead. It's not open yet, but it is a storybook from the Storybook range by Devon Stone, but it's a nice sewing one. So if you like to make sewing theme things, which a lot of people do, they're always good for gifts and sewing bags and things. It's actually a really nice, tasteful one. So it's got spools of thread, safety pins, tassels, buttons, pin cushions. Yeah, so it's a very nice one, that one. So cute. What is it actually called? Yeah, it's from the Storybook line. Not sure what this one is actually called, but yeah, that's a nice one. Probably not on the website yet, but anyway, we'll show you what's coming. And then only one other one. This is, it's from Laura Heine. You know, Laura Heine does all the collage quilt patterns, all lots of bright flowers and things like that. And gosh, that's better. I was going to say that was looking purple. But it's not. That's better true to colour now. But when it first went on, it looked purple. I wonder why that was. Oh, there, I want to put it there. Something to do with the lighting. The camera trying to adjust to the light. So yeah, we just got one. I know she had a whole line out, like a whole collection out. And Jo said today, she said, I'm sure we wouldn't have just ordered one, but she looked up the invoice, and we did just order one. So the order form, I mean, for some reason we just ordered one, so we must have just taken a real liking to this one. Hi, Barb. Oh, you're in the Atherton Tablelands tonight? Yeah, so it's a really nice one. I said to Jo, she must have wanted to make a skirt, because every time we say, oh, that would look nice in a skirt, we buy it, but it goes before we get around to making a skirt. So that would look nice in a skirt, don't you think? Isn't that strange how the camera keeps changing colours on it? But it is that pinky, not purple, it's pink. Let me have a look at the settings on the camera. Auto exposure's not on. I don't know why it's you try auto exposure, see what happens. Okay, my camera just died, so we'll have to switch cameras when I go back to the front. That's okay. Anyway, it's that pinky orange, it's that color. Okay. Right. So that's those. And then before we get to the show and tell, while I was cleaning out today, Mark, I can't remember the Eton Mess gin. I can't remember. I did see your comment the other day. I can't remember. I'll have to go through my gin cabinet and see what it was. Yeah, I just missed it really, and listening to you, really enjoyed doing it. Can't see what that one is. Sitting here doing day 46 of 365, which I was watching, listening to you, really enjoyed doing it. Oh, good. Thank you, Vera. We're going to have a little hiccup soon because the emails are, our email platform is shutting down unexpectedly, and we've moved all over for another one, but we have to start you off in lots of 20, so you may get a repeat of a few, but you won't miss any, but you may get a repeat, which will give you a few days break. Anyway, as I said, while I was looking for my class stuff today, I found my old Stitch Sunday sample book. Now, this is a free set of 12 lessons in our academy, where you learn a new lesson with a video each week, and then you get a download pattern to practice it, and then you get the pattern at the end if you want to make it into this reference book, but you don't have to. Anyway, it was at the back of a shelf behind some boxes, and it's obviously not been very looked after. But I thought I'd bring it out and show you and let you know, and put the link in if you haven't done it before, where you can sign up and do the practice your stitches. So that's just the cover, which uses all the stitches that we learned, but inside you start off with the straight and running stitch, and you get this little pattern to download and make it into a page. So you've got this reference book if you want to. Then the back stitch and the stem stitch, and I think I used Cottage Garden threads, variegated threads there, and it looks like they've got a bit damp and bled, so I might need to give this a wash. And then I've used pearls, even they've bled, and that's Cottage Garden, it's variegated, and those are presentias. Anyway, stem stitch, detached chain stitch, and chain stitch. So detached chain or lazy daisy, single ones, and then the chain stitch where they join together, and you can use that as a filler. And remember, I showed you a few weeks ago all the line stitches. So there was running stitch was the finest, back stitch was a little heavier, stem stitch was heavier again, and then chain stitch for a line makes it heavier again. Then we've got a satin stitch, the dreaded satin stitch that most people hate. French and colonial knots, so the two different types of knots, and that's got the pistol stitch on it that we showed you. Tried to buy scissors, would not go through, so can I reserve them and I can call you? You mean the black box, Julie, the one that I showed you earlier? If that's what you mean, just say okay, just say yes please, and Jo can send you an invoice for that. Okay, if that's what you mean. French and colonial knots, feather and fly stitch. So I'm pretty sure there's a video with each one. I'm sure there is. I don't know, I did it a long time ago, but I'm sure it's a video, not a step-by-step. Or maybe it's a step-by-step. Can't remember. Feather and fly stitch. I love the feather stitch. It's so dainty. See it there? It's just really dainty. It's used a lot in heirloom sewing and things like that. And then there's our fly stitch leaf that I showed you last week. but without the curve. And then this is buttonhole stitch, which is what you probably know when you're buttonhole appliquing, but there's lots of different ways you can use a buttonhole stitch. And then herringbone and chevron stitch. So we're starting to get a bit fancier now. Okay, so that's herringbone and chevron. And bullions. We did our bullion roses, and everyone's a master at those now, but you can see there's lots of other bullion flowers you can do, or animals. There's a little bunny there, little butterflies. Lots of ways you can use bullions. And the cretin stitch, which again is a little bit of a rarer one, but it can have, depending on how you use it, it can have a really lovely effect. So I put them all into a little book, and you do get the instructions to make the book. It's all free, and it's all up there on the Academy site. What fabric did I use for stitching on? I think it's just like a quilter's muslin, or like a Kona, just a solid. Yeah. It's just like any sort of solid cotton, nicely tightly woven fabric. Yep, so I will pop the link in where you can sign up for that. The Academy quite often has little glitches happening, which it is tonight. I sent them another strongly worded email, but I know someone signed up to this yesterday, so it was working. But anyway, see how you go. The link's there. So that's Stitch Sunday. All right. Now, so I'm going to switch cameras, but I'm going to have to change which camera because my camera has gone flat. And let's see how much we can see of the wall behind me. Okay, and do some Shantel. So as I said, I was doing some videos this afternoon for all my Houston classes, just some marketing videos to send them. And so I was pinning up all these quilts on the back wall, and I had to go and find them all. So I thought, well, I'll leave them up there and we'll do some Shantel, do some layers. So first of all, this is right. So this is for the Stitch Your Own Mandala class. So it's learning my glue stick applique technique with the papers. So they get the laser cut papers and fusing them on, fusing over the edges, and then putting on the background, adding a piping to it if they want to, fussy cutting if we want to. And that's one version using Tulip Pinks. And that's another version using just, I think there's some, what was that fabric line called? I think it might be Bunny Hill, those ones. I think they are. The stripes are. The spot might not be, but the florals and the stripes are. And again, I've just put a little bit of piping around there. And that one's been half quilticade. Well, it's been all quilticade basically. So it's been quilted and appliqued at the same time. If you look at the back there. So that one, that's quite nice, isn't it? I quite like that colour. It'd be a nice cushion. And then I didn't bring up the original ones. They're downstairs. That's another version there of a different one. But the original quilts that it came from, so the little class ones are 20-inch, Caroline, but the full quilts are about 60 inches. So there's 3 now. There's Flower Power 1, 2, and 3. I should get a more exciting name for them. But this was number 2, and this was in the Red and White Quilts book that Martingale, that Patchwork Place, put out a few years ago. The first one was in the first Red and White Quilts book. It sold out quite quickly. So we do have it as a standalone pattern now, and it comes with the laser cut papers. So everything's just fused over the paper, glued onto the background, and then machine or hand appliqued on, and then you just quilt it. So that's the red and white version. That was number 2 which looks quite spectacular, doesn't it? Red and white never fails. Red and white always looks good. But that one's there. So then if I unpin this, let it drop. This is number 1. So this was the first one. And you see that a bit more down there. And that center there is the center that we do in the workshop, because that gives lots of different in and out curves, and it gives the joining EPP version here, like this, all stuff we're doing there. They don't get to do the little tiny circles, that's all. So that was number 1. And that I made that one when that fabric, they're all out of my basics fabrics when I was doing fabric. And when the teals and the browns came out, I made that one to show off that colorway. So there's that one. Then what's on the next layer? Okay, this is Stordale and Garden. So this is another workshop. And this is a quilt as you go. So it's got a little bit of EPP, clamshells, pentagons. No hexes, not a hexie inside. A little bit of machine piecing in the churn dash, and then just the turned edge. But that was that's a block of the month. It comes with all the pre-cut papers, and it's called Stordale and Garden. So that's being taught in Houston as well. And then behind that's just my normal stuff. But what else did I have? Oh, so we're doing fussy cutting, EPP fussy cutting class as well. So I've got some of my in the rounds home. So they're just individual patterns. You get one lot of blocks, one lot of papers for each one. One day I might remake it or take them out of the hoops and make it into a quilt. Because there's 12 different ones of those. Or I did design a lot of them in repeat so they could go into a quilt, but I just haven't had time to make a full quilt of the one block, because then you get secondary blocks, secondary patterns as well, if I hadn't had time to do that. And what was the other show and tell? Oh, this one, we know this one, our little flower garden. So that's another class. That one there, which is just one of our easy out packs put onto the little cushion. That was a nice one in Tilda colours. And then this is not a Houston class, but this is meant to be a New Zealand class, but that's not confirmed yet. So this was my original mini lace quilt, which is based on the lace quilt that my sister designed and quilted, and then I coloured it in. That was years ago, and we had that hanging in Paducah. So I taught this little mini lace one for a long time, and then last year I did a new design. I was getting a bit sick of doing the mini lace, so this is the current little colour K, whole cloth colour K class. Kindergarten colouring, grown-up masterpiece, I call that one. And the beauty of that one, it literally is just relaxing like paint by numbers, because the actual quilt is all pre-quilted. So it's all done, apart from background quilting. And you just colour in. It's like paint by numbers, but with coloured pencils. So it's really nice. The name of the cushion, you mean this cushion, Joe? That is just the flower cushion postcard. I think it's called a flower cushion. It's a postcard pattern. But then you need the Easy App Pack number 1, I think, for the papers. It would say on the, I should have put that link in, sorry. But if you look under postcard patterns and find the flower one, then it should tell you what Easy App Pack you need. So I shared all the New Zealand classes a couple of weeks ago, and I didn't get any New Zealanders signed up, but I got a heap of Australians saying they want to do the classes here. So maybe we'll do some classes when I get a break, when I get time. Yeah, I think we just about filled it. I don't know. I schedule a lot of classes and I don't get people to book in, so it's a tricky one. But maybe I'll try again at some stage, because it'll be nice to do more technique classes for people where they're really learning something instead of just gatherings where they're just having a lovely day, but sometimes to do technique classes. I sort of feel like if people are going to travel in, we should do a week camp or something and do a different technique each day or something, and learn a different project each day. But then I know the money's up there to do that. So, but yeah, anyway, we'll see. When I get a chance, I haven't even found a date for our bag making weekend yet. So, yeah, but it's too much happening, not just with me, with guild shows and guild workshops and everyone else's retreats and things. So yeah, finding the date where people won't be there. Now that I put Stitch Sunday in and I put the scissors in. I think that's all I had in the links today. So I'll hide that and hide that. So that's all really what I've got to show you today, unless anyone's got any questions. Sorry, no demo. You're in for a week. Yeah. I sort of think like a week-long intense learning. I've got this big idea of doing an application, like applique vacation. But there's a lot of organizing in it, and then with a week it's expensive. But anyway, I'll keep thinking about it. But at least then on a week you'd have and you did a different technique or a different workshop every day. Like if you went to Symposium or Houston or something like that, then might work. Then you'd feel like you really achieved. Or I know a lot of teachers just do one project over 3 or 4 days, and you just work on the one project and really sink your teeth into it too. Update on the venue, Cindy. Yes, I've got 2. One we've looked at, which is perfect and really nice, but it's going to be a bit more expensive. A second option, we still have to go and do a visit. A site visit. So Joe and I, we might need to try and get that done in the next couple of weeks, because our first option is holding it for us till the 1st of October. So the dates are set though. I think it's the 20th to the 22nd of June, Cindy. So yeah, it's whether you want special and nice but have to pay a bit more. But it's also nice and close. So it's a brand new place. It's exciting. I could also have a gin of the night. I could have a gin of the night. I could. Sadly, every time I go and buy a new gin and taste one at a gin place and say, "Oh, I'm doing this on a live," no one's giving me any gin yet. Donna's idea was to do a gin of the week and they might start giving me gins. No one's giving them to me at all. Not even a discount. But yes, I could do a gin of the night. For ASA ladies, though, that our first option was going to involve a couple of stops. I'd already organised a couple of stops at distilleries on the way to the venue to open specially for us. So the date, it's about the 20th to the 22nd of June, Fiona. Same weekend, or the equivalent weekend that as it was this year. Yes, why not re-ASA, as in why not pay a little bit extra for something new and nice, Marilyn? Is that what you're saying? It's only a couple of hundred extra. But I know for some that might be hard, but it is special. You happy with special and nice? There you go. Yeah, it is nice. It's all brand new. I will have decided by the 1st of October. Just going to see if I can draw them down a bit more. Okay, so put your dates in, ASA ladies, and I know a lot of the rest of you are on the wait list. I have a very long wait list now for next year. You might have to sort of put some poison in a few of these ladies' drinks. Okay, so that's it from me tonight. Well, girls, I was saying it's a little bit more expensive, but I'm just looking at trout fishing holidays for my husband, and for 3 days is more than almost triple what ours is. So, and all you get is a fish if you catch one. So yes, trout fishers obviously spend a lot of money. No poison for Vienna. Okay. All right. So let's draw our winner now that you're in there. hopefully everyone, there's lots of heads in there, so I'm sure you all said hello again. Let's get a winner. Kayleen Smith, are you still here, Kayleen? Kayleen, are you here? Caroline, I'm seriously thinking of coming. I've got great FOMO this year when I saw all the Australians there. Kayleen, are you still here? Julia, how did the boys do? Did they get any fish? They had a week, didn't they? You're well done, Kayleen. All right, just drop Jo a message if they want anything else, otherwise with your address details and stuff, and she'll send something out to you. It was a good show, was it? Oh, good. Yes, well, Julia, that cost is for a guide, because I figure they're not going to see a fish unless they have a guide. So yes. All right. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed the Shantel. Hopefully in another month or 2 or 3, I'm going to rejig my studio so we can, get a bit further back and show you whole quilts. And I've got so many hundreds of quilts I can show you. Get them out of their dusty cupboard. How do I message Jo? There should be, if you're in Facebook right now, there should be a message button where you can just message her, or you can email her at office@hugsandkisses.net. Not a 1. Oh dear. Didn't even see any. I did hear on the radio this week that it's not a good year for trout. There's not many around, so I did hear that. So maybe make them feel better, Julia. Okay. All right. I will see you all same time, same place next week. And if I'm more organised, I'll have something to demo. Have a great weekend, and let's get a few stitches in and have a good week. All right. Good night for now.